Hi, I'm Dr. Lori Schwartz-Reichel. My career began in music education where I learned the importance of a key change, a shift, in the tonal center of a piece of music, often used to inject energy or produce significance. Eventually, I realized the impact of making key changes in all areas of my life and the desire to help others do the same. Making key changes can be difficult. I certainly don't have all the answers, but I do like to pose questions for reflection and offer actionable key changes for us to attempt in both our working and living situations. Together, we can unlock our greatest potential in collaboration with those we love, serve, and lead. Let's discover how we can grow together by making key changes. At the start of this calendar year, we narrowed down one insightful word to guide us. Back in episode number 49, I shared my word, consistent. I'll be the first to admit it hasn't always been present these past few months, especially in managing my morning routine, eating habits, and exercising. And not just for me, but for my family too. We had a wonderful summer together, but it ended abruptly. On August 31st, my family returned home late that night from vacation, and on September 2nd, my kids went back to school. In the past, I would have eased into a new schedule, waiting a few days before restarting all routines. But this year was different. I jumped right in. It felt like a switch flipped. Summer chaos ended, school began, and with it came a reminder. If we as leaders aren't modeling healthy habits, how can we expect those who look up to us, such as our children, students, or employees, to do the same? Without structure, they have no example to follow. The results have been noticeable, not just for me, but for my kids as well. Together, we've designed a routine that truly fits our family's needs. Last week, in episode number 83, I shared 5 key changes to help transition from summer chaos to consistent fall routines. And like every episode, I'm practicing these changes too. My family and I have started small. For example, piano practice began with 10 minutes a day. Now we're up to 15, and we'll continue building from there. We've set clear dinner plans, who cooks when, which nights we eat out, and streamlined our grocery list to support that. I'm tracking progress for things like music practice time, exercise, and meals with a calendar. Flexibility has also been essential. As my husband and I support our aging parents, we're learning to adapt. And finally, we've enlisted support. I've joined a few communities for accountability, encouragement, and fresh perspective. Consistency, accountability, and growth create a powerful feedback loop for lasting change. Saying this out loud reminds me to keep living it. Back in episode number 82, titled Establish Effective Back-to-School Routines, I offered 5 key changes for smoother mornings. Key change number 1 was to start the night before, because a calm morning begins with a calm evening. Now, at dinner, we talk through the next day as a family, such as how the kids will get to school, what's for lunch and dinner, and which activities are on deck. At bedtime, we lay out clothes for the morning. These small steps reduce stress and decision fatigue. We're also waking up earlier, even me, if you know how much I love to sleep. I exercise before the kids are up, and they've set alarms to give themselves time to eat breakfast, practice piano, or simply relax before the day begins. We use both digital and printed schedules to stay on track. And as a family, we're leading with intention, not perfection, leaving space for fun, spontaneity, and continued growth. This transition from summer to fall reminded me of the movie How Stella Got Her Groove Back. At the start of the film, Stella's life is full of routine, work, parenting, and responsibilities. But her routines become restrictive. keeping her successful but unfulfilled. Let's unlock these 3 key changes to demonstrate the moral tied to routines. Key change number 1. Routines can sustain you or confine you. Stella's old routine kept her productive but joyless. As you design your fall routines, ask yourself, are mine serving me or draining me? Key change number 2. Space for spontaneity sparks growth. Stella's spontaneous trip to Jamaica disrupted her patterns and created space for renewal. Build moments of fun and newness into your routines. And key change number 3. Healthy routines are intentional. They should include joy, rest, and connection, not just obligations. Otherwise, burnout is inevitable, and those who rely on you will feel it too. So, like Stella, maybe it's time for you to get your groove back. I sure am. And the results are in. Routine plus joy equals the confidence to thrive. That's the key to lasting change. Let's keep revisiting our routines, especially our morning ones, and model the habits we want those we love, serve, or lead to follow. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you. Share it with someone who might benefit from it, or connect with me at makingkeychanges.com. And if you'd like to experience this content live, I'm available to speak at your school, company, or organization. Don't forget to check out the show notes for helpful resources, too. How are we making key changes to get our groove back this fall so our confidence can thrive through routine and joy? Thanks for listening. If you haven't done so yet, please consider rating and reviewing the Making Key Changes podcast on the Apple Podcast app. If you found this episode helpful, please consider sharing it with others and joining me again next week. In my coming episodes, I'll discuss topics that are most passionate to me, along with things I've been researching or areas of my life I have changed or want to change. You can learn more about me on my website, makingkeychanges.com. Feel free to message me through there or reach out on social media. I'd love to hear from you and learn about what key changes you hope to make.